So in terms of still electricity, when last did you check your panel box, the panel box inside of your home? Yes, indeed. So you're telling me that the only time you're going to go in your panel box is if it got a trip? You think that it's only there for a trip? No, not at all. Not the electrician. I got a reason why you're supposed to go inside your panel box. Now, inside of your panel box, you got your breakers, right? And if you got any problems, it's supposed to trip. Good. Now, you are living at a house for 15, 20, 25 years, and you never had a problem, so you never had reason to trip. What can happen to those breakers over a period of time? They can get, well, I like how you put it, get rusty. But you're talking about corrosion set in. So what's happening now? You got a problem, but they cannot trip. Why? Because they are corroded. So how are you going to fix that problem? I get that. Change it. Change it or get rewarded. But the thing about it, when you find out that is so, it might be too late. So there's an easy way of doing it. You don't have to pay anybody to do this. When you get home tonight, well, now it will be a little extreme. Tomorrow when you get it, go into your panel box. And every one of those breakers, switch them off and back on. Everyone's off and back on. You know what you're actually doing? You're trying to ensure that there's fluidity, that there's movability inside of them. Because if you do not do that, and corrosion set in, then we're really and truly, and don't tell me, especially if you live close by the seaside, and really and truly, all of us in Barbados live close by the seaside, because the sea sprays travel across the entire landscape. So that is going to be important for you to do that. I go further. Who got ceilings at home? Ceilings. I talk about ceilings, you know, ceiling. You don't play, we got ceilings at home, unless the rainfall right in at you. Good. When last you had your electrical wires checked? You had it rewired this year? Beautiful, fantastic. You know that really, truly, you should rewire your home every 20 years? You should. Yes, and somebody said, what? Yes, indeed. Because really and truly don't think that these things were built forever. You're supposed to rewire. The new regulations actually say that the refrigerator is supposed to be on its own circuit. So you should not be sharing any plugs with the refrigerator. No, all of these are things that we are doing that are causing all of these fires. So it's absolutely important that when it comes to your breaker panel, you make sure that you make it your business, you get in there, move them around. When it comes to your ceiling, ensure that you get up there. If you can't do it yourself, because don't tell nobody that every step to go up there. Let somebody that's competent deal with that. Go and check them wires, what you're looking for. If your ceiling becomes accessible to bats or rats, those little creatures get out there and they nibble away at all the insulation on your wires. And then inside of your ceiling, what's that? No, the conduit. You're good if you're in the conduit. But because of the fact that additional conduit is more money. So you find that the electrician just put the wires inside the ceiling out of everybody's minds. I get that? Good. Once they're conduit, they're good. But we're talking about the exposed wires. And then you got raw wire up there exposed. And you can easily get what? Friction. Then you got a major fire inside of your ceiling. House gone. Yes. And I'm telling you that if you go into many of the homes right now, you're going to see somebody got a cell phone charger plug in and it dump on the carpet or up on the bed. You know what you're actually doing? You really know what you're actually doing? You are actually playing Russian roulette with your home, guys. Once you finish with the charger, what you should do with it? Unplug it. We got people that charging laptops and got a laptop charging on top of the bed. You know what you're actually doing? And under your laptop, you know they got the breathing pores. You will find that these things get so hot that you can easily have your sheets or all these things being ignited. Like that. These are the careless practices. That's why we're having so many house fires with carelessness. It's not necessarily deliberate. Ignorance and carelessness, those are the two major ones. So for heaven's sake, when it comes to the charges and all that, once you finish with it, unplug it. Any more questions for me? Yes, ma'am. Oh, fantastic question. Not necessarily, it depends on how close you live to the seaside. If you live close by the seaside, I will advocate for you to do it at least every month. Other than that, every 3 months or so. But do it as often as you can, because you might forget. And if you forget, then you can revert right back into that unsafe practice. Gas. If gas is escaping in your home, or if gas is escaping in this particular environment, you can smell it? You can smell it? Not one of them can smell it. What you are actually smelling is an additive that was added to the gas, that you and I can know that there is gas around. Gas in its natural state is colorless and is also odorless. So they had to add this tincture called mercaptan to it so that you and I know that gas is not in its proper place. So if you remember a few years ago, a lady in Jackson, she got up one morning to do her normal preparation of meals, because she used to sell lunches and all that. And there was gas escaping in the house. And what she did that morning, if anybody can remember? Light the match. No, she didn't light the match. She actually turned on the light switch. Anytime that there is the presence of gas inside of your home or inside of any structure, whether you are at home, at work, or wheresoever, never ever turn on or off the light switch. Because every time you hit that light switch, it creates a spark. And if there is enough ignitable vapor inside of the environment, what is going to happen? Kaboom. And that is exactly how she had died. So I beg you, your gas heads, you know your 20-pound cylinders, anybody here still use them? Nothing wrong with them. What is wrong with them is the careless usage of them. Those people that still got them in the kitchen and got them up in cupboards and running the hose through the cupboard because they don't want anybody to see the gas bottle beside the stove. That is a bad practice. To be honest with you, the best place for the gas bottle is outside. But I will not encourage you to go and put your little 20-pound cylinder outside, because while you're cooking, you might say, wait, the gas gone. You know, it really gone. Not only the gas, but the bottle too. You know, so you are really forced to have the cylinder inside. But what is important for you to do? Ensure that you change out that head every 3 to 5 years. I was doing a presentation and I made the point that you need to change out your gas head every 3 to 5 years. And this old man, he was saying, you know, as astute as ever listening to me, you know, when he said that, the man looked up at me and said, what? I had on one for 22 years, you know? But the reality is, the manufacturers actually encourage you to change these things out over a period of time. And at the same time that you're changing the heads, you should change the hose. Because the hose over a period of time crack and start to leak. And please don't go the route of buying bicycle patching kits and look at the patch, the hose and all that sort of thing. These are the harsh things that we see in the profession, guys. Now, taking all these things into consideration, you will recognize that if you look at these things, don't talk about extension cords.
What about electrical stoves?
Electrical stoves. Now, electrical stoves are good providing that the maintenance is honored. Very often we go and we buy the electrical stove and we think that it can last me forever. And whenever you talk about